In today's video, we'll be covering CS2 investments you should be buying before the next CS2 update, which can be just in a few weeks. Certain discontinued skins started rising again, a lot of people are focusing only on that, but there's also some hidden gems you should be definitely taking a look at right now. Let's get right into our first investment on our list. The FAMAS Pulse from the Winter Offensive collection is, in my opinion, very unique looking. First of all, yes, it has a lot of scratches, even though this one is in the factory new condition, but as an investment, I think this skin has a lot of potential, especially there's not a lot of Winter Offensive cases out there. The case could be also a good investment. It currently started spiking in price. Just a few days ago, it was selling for around like $10 or to 10 euros on the Steam community market, and currently it's selling for like 13 euros, which is like not a bad increase. It's like 30%, but this also makes these skins unfortunately rise in price. If you are fast, you can definitely go ahead and buy them on third-party websites, because notoriously they are way cheaper on there. I would be sticking to the factory new condition, but if you can find a very good deal, you can go also maybe for some other conditions as well. As you probably know, I did not go for the purples or pinks inside this case. I went straight up for the red instead, but this might be still a good opportunity to go ahead and buy these purple and pinks from this collection. As you can see, the Winter Offensive case has rebounded a little bit in price. It's currently selling for 12 euros and 30 cents on the Steam community market. As you can see, we had a slight spike, but this can definitely shift in the future. It can maybe reach newer highs because there's not a lot of them listed on the community market, first of all, and the supply of these is also very limited. There's only 300 or 400,000 Winter Offensive cases left in existence, which is not a lot by any means. I know these skins are not the best looking ones and they've been hated on maybe by a lot of people back in the day. These skins get more limited and more limited. They get used up in trade up contracts because, as I said, they're not that desirable and it's easier for people to let go and put them in the trade up. But ever since this case has been discontinued, it has been rising in price. It was never really that desirable because it's an old school case, and ever since a lot of new cases came to the game, a lot of new knives and stuff, and obviously demand shifted. That's how it is with CS2 markets. When something new comes out, a lot of people ignore the older stuff, but when nothing comes out for a longer period of time, a lot of people start noticing certain gems on the market. For example, the M4A1S Guardian is also a very nice skin in my opinion. Definitely choose wisely which pinks you should go for. You should always make your own research. This is very important. I also suggest you highly to diversify your investments. Don't only focus on one skin, focus on many different ones. Basically, just don't put all your money into one basket. This is the most important part for me here. This skin is not discontinued yet, or at least announced discontinued. I mean, even in bad conditions, this skin is still looking good. It does not have any major scratches, and as a play skin, I think it is very unique. And if you don't have an M4A4 play skin, I would be definitely going for it. It's not only gonna look good in your inventory, it's also gonna be a good investment. That's at least my opinion on it. Also, the Dual Berettas Marina, they're also from the Winter Offensive collection, the case, and in my opinion these are very good looking. I mean, ignore the sticker. I mean, in CSGO they look kind of different, I gotta be honest. I think these are good ones to use, as well as it could be a nice investment, since the Winter Offensive case is just one of those cases that's currently going under the radar. Not a lot of people are talking about it, but slowly but surely people are noticing and investing into these cases and skins as well. Also, I'm currently doing the M4A1S control panel giveaway from the 2018 new collection, which has been discontinued. If you want to participate in this giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, leave a thumbs up on this video, comment something down below, and make sure that your Steam trade link is in your YouTube description so I can see it and send you the skin right away. I wish all of you the best of luck, and let's get right into the next investment on our list. If you ask me, for me, if you don't have a Deagle Star Kit, then you should definitely go for the AWP Little Pig from the Graphic Design collection. It's a pink skin, a direct trade-up skin to the AWP Simic, and there's only one outcome for this filler. The condition obviously matters a lot, right? Minimal wear is good, factory new is even better, and field tested is slightly worse. But if you can find it for a very good price, I would be definitely going maybe also for a field tested. Currently the prices are not crazy on third-party websites, and I think it can be profitable down the line. Especially if you go, for example, for low float minimal wears. I have two myself. One in a bad field tested, as you can see, and the other one is my play skin. I unboxed this one in 0.08 in a minimal wear condition. It's actually one of my favorite AUG skins in the game. Obviously not just because it's a trade-up for the Simic, but also it just looks cool in my opinion. I enjoy using it. I'm not the biggest danger zone case investor, but I do have some cases because at the end of the day I really enjoy my cases, and a storage unit where I only keep my cases and a few capsules. But currently the Danger Zone case is actually rising, and the price is reaching almost 2 euros on the Steam community market. I did not expect that case to do that well. I mean, down the line, once the supply goes even lower, obviously the price is gonna rise. but generally speaking, the AK-47 Asimov is not one of my favorites. And also the knives and skins inside it are not the best ones, that's at least my opinion. So my conclusion towards that case is that it's gonna rise, but slowly. Other cases can outperform easily. In my opinion, the Fever case can outperform the Danger Zone case easily once it gets discontinued from the armory. All we need for Valve is to discontinue this case, or at least announce it being discontinued, and then we can have potential spikes in its price. If you still haven't got any Fever cases, I highly suggest you going for some, because I'm also invested into these cases. There's so many different cases in CS2, you should always make your own research and go for the skins and cases you actually enjoy. At the end of the day, it's not always about how rare is the case, it's also about what skins are inside, what knives are inside. Since the CS2 trade-up update, if we use 5 reds, we can get a knife, right? And certain cases, like the Breakout case, for example, only have butterfly knives inside it. We can speculate if the butterfly knives are good looking, or at least some of them are not good looking. But the matter of the fact is that we can only get butterfly knives, and for certain people that enjoy maybe only the butterfly knife, this case will be the perfect way to get maybe a butterfly knife. I said butterfly knife a lot, but these discontinued skins inside this case are also the way to go. Obviously, they're a little bit more expensive than other red skins because it's from the Breakout collection. But some pink skins, you can also be using them maybe on your T side if you use the Glock. In my opinion, it's very good looking. The condition is actually gonna matter a lot, because if you get, for example, the Butterfly Knight, and if it's in a good condition, it's gonna be way more expensive than the Battle Scout version. Obviously, we are all familiar with the AWP Lightning Strike from the Arms Deal collection. Obviously, one of the better looking AWPs in the game. It has been having definitely some hate ever since a lot of new AWP skins came to the game. A lot of people were saying it has no potential. It was staying around 500 euros for a very long time, even selling for 400 during some CS2 hypes. This skin was never really sought after, right? But for those who have been keeping this skin for a longer period of time, right now you can see the gains. Ever since this case has almost doubled in its price over a very short time, the skins inside it obviously also have doubled. Generally speaking, the graph of the AWP Lightning Strike is absolutely insane. Back in 2016, selling for 40 euros, then in 2021 for 400, reaching new all-time highs in 2023, and right now we are about to reach new all-time highs again. I mean, we already reached them, as you can see. Also, it can be maybe a smart move to aim for some purple skins, because they are slightly cheaper than the reds, obviously, by a lot. And people will be very much interested in these skins down the line, because they are just history of CS2, and once this case goes completely distinct, which is very possible because some of the streamers and creators do not care how much money they spend on these cases, they are opening them like nothing. And over the time, eventually we will run out of cases. This is pretty much guaranteed at the end of the day. But remember, it's not always about rarity, it's always about demand. So make your research if these skins are actually getting used by a lot of people. Currently, maybe more people are looking into them, and down the line they could adapt it. But the new people that come to the game, they are obviously not gonna aim for these skins. They will have no idea about them, right? They will probably go for the armory instead. And my best advice for you is keep your armory stars for the next update. We might have something huge. Well, at least something gets announced discontinued. Maybe we'll have some new content straight ahead. Who knows? That's why we need to be prepared. Valve is always unpredictable. If we want to profit the most, we should definitely be patient and watch out for the next updates. I have never hit a red skin from the armory. I think it's time to change it. AWP Long Dog. Whoa, this is so battle scarred. Oh, okay. Please don't waste your armory stars. The best move would be if Valve brings out a new update and we have a new collection in the game, right? For example, the Safe House collection or something. I would be spending all your armory stars on it and selling all the skins on the first day. They are tradable, so basically after a week, right? And this is the best way how you can spend your armory stars. A lot of people went for the limited edition item, but you cannot compare it to the skins, because if the new armory update comes out and you pull the red skin with your armory stars that you have kept for a longer period of time, this skin, for example, in the factory new version can be easily sold for over $1,000 on the Steam community market. But it has been always like that, and certain pink skins, which are trade-ups, are also very expensive on the first days. This is how CS2 works. A lot of people don't care how much they're gonna spend. They want the newest skin, they want to be the first person to have it. That's why, in my honest opinion, it is not also worth it to spend your armory stars, 125 armory stars to be exact, on this AK. Just buy them straight up on third-party websites. You will have way better deals. If you're interested in more CS2 investments, definitely go ahead and watch my other videos. Join our Discord, the link will be down in the description.